And you know, so there will not be any breaks, I believe, that we will carry on as soon as we finish, and then the next instructor will take over and start doing it, everybody. And the best thing about being at home is you can sort of grab yourself a cup of tea, pop to you know, toilet break or whatever, whenever you feel like it. Okay, so there's no reason for you to actually stick to your screen all day long or all morning, really. So because we haven't got any breaks, so you just carry on, do whatever you want, but you know, come back and join in whenever you can. All right, and also I'm sure your family and friends, if they will do, they're most welcome to join in too in your screen. Okay. And as we say, we will record this and make it a recording on YouTube. And it will be unlisted. So what we'll do is when...
Unlisted? I just made it public.
Oh, we made it public, okay? So it doesn't matter, public is public, who knows? Because we, on our YouTube channel, we've got well over 9,000, nearly 10,000 people. You want to,
yeah, spotlight.
Yeah, okay. We have over 10,000 people, about over 9,000 people subscribed to our channel. So if you have not subscribed to our channel, make sure you do it today, because then you will be, I think you will be notified if there's any new videos, public videos that we put on. Then you can just go on and watch it so that you won't miss any videos. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We've got two channels. One is the Dirty and Tai Chi Chuan Institute, the other one is British Health Qigong Association. Do feel free to subscribe to both, okay? Because sometimes we might put one on one and put one on the other. So good to sign up on both of them, okay? Good. Do you have anything you want to say before?
No, just good morning. Welcome to, as I say, the changes of season, autumn, and it's a time for harvest. And it's good time to work on our energy, our personal connections with the nature. So without further ado, I'm sure you're all anxious and bright-eyed and ready to go. Okay, shall we start?
Okay, yeah. Shall we just do some gentle warm-up first? Although, you know, because this is the first session, and we're going to be doing what we call the pushing hands solo practice. Okay. And now let me just, before we start, we'll just give you an introduction about pushing hands, what role it plays in Tai Chi, okay? Now, many people know that pushing hands is a practice method for people who practice Tai Chi to understand the strength they use, to understand how the body mechanics works when it comes to combat, and use that practice tool, pushing hands, to help them increase their, you can say, combat skill, okay? Now, it is very important, we must understand, pushing hand alone is not a combat, sort of like a preparation. So by learning pushing hand doesn't mean that you can fight anybody, okay? So we must get that very clear. Pushing hand is a tool to learn to understand the energy, the body movement, the muscle, the joint, how they all relate to each other, how we can work best in order to create a good condition in a fighting situation, in a sense. However, over the years, because the changes in Tai Chi has moved on to more for health and well-being, so therefore, a lot of people will say, well, you know, because I don't want to learn combat, I don't want to learn to fight. So is there at any point to learn pushing hands? Absolutely it is. There is a point that for us to learn, because when we practice the form, we say is an understand of oneself. So you understand yourself when you practice the movement. However, this movement is only restricted to your mind. You need to learn how the body can work in the best condition. And to understand this, to explore the condition, pushing hand comes in very useful, either on your own or you're with a partner. With a partner, then what we call, you understand the other's energy as well. That means that the other person's movement, Tai Chi is about yin and yang, is about balance, harmony. That means that you need to learn to harmonize not only with yourself, but things around you. So when you have a partner, then you need to learn to actually go into harmony with each other, which means that you need to follow the other person's movement of strength or internal energy in order to try to harmonize it. In some way we call neutralize it, okay? Make it sort of like a perfect balance of yin and yang. But we don't always get people like me and Faye working together a lot, doing the same thing, and we can have a fun, have a practice session. So what can we do? Then we can do it ourselves in certain movements, just to learn to how to relax the body, how to use the waist, the shoulders, the elbows, the steps, and how to move your step. Because sometimes when we do our steps, we always find always a bit rigid here and there, because we haven't learned to relax them. So by doing solo practice on the pushing hands, it helps us to relax the joints and try to get the muscles to work the way we want it to, in order to achieve the best sort of relaxation. Okay, so this is the whole meaning of doing pushing hands, either solo or partners. Okay, doesn't have to be doing it for fighting or anything. Although there are competition now doing pushing hand competitions. This is really, it's just like a little testing in the past of each other's, you can say, pushing hands or neutralizing skill, and also how we can use better physics, in a sense, better mechanics. But now we don't need to do that. We can always practice ourselves just to learn how to manipulate the body, how to use the muscles, how to use the joints more effectively in a way to bring about better coordination, better balance, better focus, and at the same time, better health and well-being. Okay, right? Without further ado, let's do some gentle warm-up exercise first, okay? Because obviously we still do a lot of stances and a lot of movements, but it's best to warm up, okay? Good. Are you ready? Get yourself ready now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Center up. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then tilt your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Backwards. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. Waist. Good. Yeah, gently turn your waist and swing your arms. Okay, good. Okay, relax. And hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. Then your waist, your knees go out, come back in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Put your hands on your knees just to protect it. Make sure you gently circle your knees. Yeah. And use your hands to hold on to your knees to stop it from going too far out or in. Okay. Good. Just bending, circling, and straightening. Good. Now the other way around. In first, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Okay, good. Then we'll try to squat down like this, as much as you can, all right? As if you're sitting on your ankles. Okay, up, down, up, down, up, down. Do as much as you can only. Make sure don't raise your knee, your heels, okay? Just keep your feet flat on the floor. Up, down. This is what we call the Chinese squat. Okay, the Chinese are very good at this, especially if you've been to China with me and you see many places, a lot of Chinese, they like to squat down like this when they're having a rest. Okay, so you don't need a stool, you don't need a little bench, or you don't need any chair to just squat down and rest. Okay, up and down, good. Okay, good. Okay, relax. Okay, then reach down, keep the front leg as straight as possible. Okay, as you bend your back leg, sit on your back leg, put your hands down on the front foot, on the face of the foot, on the foot. Come in, go down, come in, go down, swapping feet here. Come in, go down. 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 Okay, relax. Good. And wrist and ankles. The other ankle. Okay, relax. Okay, good. Now, let's get on to the pushing hands practice. Now, pushing hands, although the name suggests is using your hands, you push with your hands. However, it's not just like the hands. Many parts of the body, in fact, the whole body has to coordinate. And the very basic one is your stances. Okay, it's absolutely important. And what I say is when we practice our movements, a lot of people find themselves a little bit rigid, especially in the stances. So what we need to learn is to be able to move our body weight forward and backwards, just like we're gliding on air, okay, without any sort of a friction or movement, okay? And like when we practice the hand movements, it's like 1, 2, 3. In fact, it is the same, it's that many of us don't realize it, okay? So when we practice, we try to learn to be able to use the hip, the knees, and the ankles very smoothly, as if all the joints are actually moving on oil, just like hydraulic, okay? Now let's practice the steps first, okay? Good. So feet together first. Good. Okay, good. Now turn your left toes out about 45 degrees. Squat down slightly, sit down, keep your body nice and upright. Just step out comfortably on your heels and put the foot down, but don't transfer your weight forward yet, okay? So in a way, you're like this. Can you see? Good. So your weight's still mainly on the back leg. Both knees are slightly bent. Then what do? We remember imagine we're gliding the weight forward, backward, nice and smooth. Forward, backward, forward, backward. Yeah, good. Nice, as if you're floating. As if you're floating, yeah. Learn to feel the knees, the ankles, the hips are all relaxed. They're just simply gliding on oil, hydraulic, or you're actually gliding on a magnetic field. There's no restriction, no friction on your joints. Just gently moving forward, backward, nice and smooth. Good. Because this is the first thing about pushing hands, is to be able to flow without hindrance. So that when your opponent comes at you, you'll be able to flow like you're gliding with his force. Good. When you get a bit tired, then you can come back and then you can change to the other foot. Okay? And then this time, right foot's out, step out, and then put the foot down, but don't put the weight forward yet. Still sitting back, and then nice and glide. Imagine your knees are like expanding, gliding forward and backward on oil. That's it, very nicely. The body is very relaxed. Good. Yeah, just like dancing. At the same time, without any sort of yes, good. Okay, yeah. Now, what would happen then is, if I can ask Faye to help, yeah, then if you have somebody to help you together, then you'll see the difference when you have somebody there, okay? For example, like here. Okay, yeah. Turn the left foot out at 45 degrees, your left foot. You can still face this, okay? I'm doing it on the side so you can see why we have to glide on the footstep, yeah? And then step out with the right foot. Good. You see that there? The knees is slightly bent, okay? Now, as you can see here, people is like partner work, like dancing, okay? So we go forward and come back. You see? Isn't it like dancing? Yeah? See? Good. But if you are very rigid on your knees and your hips, your movements will not be smooth. You see? Yeah, you see two people like dancing. So let's try, everyone, don't just watch me now. That's it. Feel like you're dancing with your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mistress. Yeah, see two people going. All right, good. See? Yeah. You can see the knees, it's more or less like dancing together without any sort of breaking or rigidness. Very smooth, as if it's being hydraulic. Good, this is what we're trying to achieve here. But you can't achieve it without actually visualizing the knees are like very free to move without any friction. And the only way you can do this is imagine they're all hydraulic, but in fact they are hydraulic. It's just that over time it becomes sort of a dried out. So sometimes when we move a joint, it squeak, or maybe it is going making sound. Okay, good. See that there? Nice and movement. So you can see two people are moving forward and backward. Okay, good. Okay, relax. Okay, excellent. Now, what about the hand movement? Let's do the hand movement. All right. Now, starting with your right hand. All right. Put your right hand out as if you are looking at the lifelines. Okay. Don't worry about the step first. Just do the hands. Okay. So first of all, your hands is like sort of like 20 to 30 centimeters away from your chest. Okay. Then the next one is you bring the hands in close to your chest. How much? About 10 centimeters. Okay. And then slowly turn your palms and turn your waist. Turn your palms and turn your waist to your right. And gently relax your elbow and turn the palms to face forward. And then gently push out to about 30 to 40 centimeters. Good. And then slowly round up. Imagine you're collecting chi. Turn the palms back in like this. Good. Now it's facing back into you. Can you see? It's a nice big circle. In, turn to your right, and then push. Bring the hands in as if you're scooping in the energy. Now it's facing you. In. Use your waist to help. Turn the waist as you turn your hands. And then push out. Use your waist to help with the hands. Good. And then scoop. Come in. Turn your waist to your right. And then spring your waist back as you push out. Then scoop. Come in. Turn your waist and turn your hands. Drop, relax your elbows. Push out with your waist turning. Scoop. Come in. Turn. Push out. Good. Make sure your waist is again like gliding along side to side. No hindrance. Okay. Push out the waist. Good. Turn. Come in. Turn out. Good. Push out. Scoop. Come in. Okay. Relax for a second. Okay. Now, as you can see here, my waist is like this. Turn. Square. Turn. Square. Very smoothly without any hindrance. The hip can help a little bit as well. Relax your hip as you turn your waist. Okay, as if they're all gliding on a hydraulic sort of a mechanism, as if there's oil between your joints. So when they glide, they're very smoothly flowing, as if you put in WD-40 into a joint and they suddenly become very, very smooth. Why? Because that oil goes between the joints in anything like a lock or anything, and they sort of reduce the friction. This is exactly what we're trying to do here. It's like turn, 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 turn. Okay, good. Let's do that once more, and then me and Faye can do it together, and then you can understand why we have to do it like that. All right. Let's try again. Put the hands out. Good. In. Turn your waist, glide along the side. Good. And then use your waist, turn back, spring back. Good. Scoop. Come in. Hands are very relaxed. Imagine turn your waist. Your waist is like working on a hydraulic mechanism. Very smooth. Come in. Turn your waist and relax your hip. Push. Good. Scoop. Come in. Turn. Push. Remember your right hand. That's it. Scoop. Come in. Relax your elbows. Push out. Circle. Come in. Turn. Push out. Come in. Relax for a second. Okay, good. What's the point of this? Is when you're starting to learn to relax your waist, your hip, your knees, when you do this and you bring that into your daily form practice, it makes your movements like more continuous, more smooth, and much graceful. Okay, so that's the whole point of it. And by having this smooth movements, you allow the energy within the body to flow more efficiently. Okay, so how do we join the hands and the feet together? Let's do that together. Okay, so like this. Turn your left foot out 45 degrees. Squat down. I move this way slightly so you can see the left here. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, all right, yeah. And then step out with your right foot. Put your hands out like this. Good. Okay, good. So the first thing first, we can put this hand on the side here for a second. All right. Then bring the hands in, sit back a little bit more. Remember, keep your knees nice and fluid. Turn your waist, turn your hands, and then push out forward with the knees forward. And then scoop first, come back. You see that there? Nice and smooth. Turn. Good. Push out. Scoop. Remember your waist, your hip, your knees are all like working on hydraulic mechanism, as if there's a lot of oil between the joints. So in the joints, so they can move very smoothly. Turn, push, come back, come in, turn, push, come back, come in. Once more, turn, push, come back, stop. Okay, relax. Okay, good. Well done, everybody. Let's do that again because time is quite tight. We haven't got much time. So I would like to introduce at least 2 or 3 different movements. So, but the steps are the same, quite easy. The next one is the hand movement. Now, how does it work if it's 2 people working together? You do the same exactly as we've been doing, but me and Faye will work together so you can see how we can do it together. So you just act like you as if you're me. You follow my movement, go forward and backward. Okay, good. Now we're going to face each other. You still face me and the screen so that you can see where we're going. All right. So first thing first, I'll do this. You don't have to because you know that you haven't got a partner. Unless you have one now, you can bring them along. Turn your right toes out 45 degrees and then squat down. Oh, your left toe, sorry. Turn your left toes out 45 degrees, your left toes. Step out with the right foot. Put the hands up like this, but in my case, we're in contact. Okay, good. So the first thing first, I can put my hands here for a second, all right? Then Faye can turn her hands and push me. You and me, so you come in. Good. And then remember the hydraulic mechanism. Turn your waist, turn your palms, and Faye follows me, you see? That's why we have to turn the palms over. And then what we do, we slide forward and push. Faye goes back, and then she turns, I scoop, you see? And then she push, I come back. Carry on, turn, That's the whole point of being gliding smoothly. Turn, pause, scoop, come back, turn, push, scoop, come back, turn. Remember your waist. Yeah. Come back, turn, put the hands out, then push out. Come back, halfway, stop. Okay, good. You can see here, two people working together. Everything is very smooth. Now, why we emphasize on having the joint and the waist like hydraulic systems, very smoothly, very naturally, gliding forward, turning side to side, relaxing the hip. Just imagine if I wasn't very smooth, if I wasn't very fluid, let's put it this way, yeah? Some people would like this, okay? Very rigid. Go, push, push me in, push me, because I'm not moving my joints, you see? And then when I turn, yeah, too hard, and you are not gaining or sensing the energy from the other side, and you become very, very rigid, okay? What also happens is, if you're very rigid, and the face turns, oops, I lost balance, see? So therefore, we need to be able to relax the joint, the shoulders, the elbows, the waist, the hip. Everything has to be smooth, okay? Let's do that again, all right? So feet together first. Bring the left toes out, the right toes out, sorry. Yeah, the left toes out, yeah? And then right foot step forward, put the hands up as if you're in what we call a wall, building a wall, okay? And then push. I come back, your knee, remember, you come back, use your waist and turn your hands, turn your waist and turn your hands, shoulders relaxed, push out, and then turn. I scoop, come back, I turn, the hands is like this, can you see? Good, like this. And then I push, you're following me, you're doing me, you are me, okay, come in, turn waist, nice and smooth, as if you're gliding on oil. Just imagine if you have oil on the floor, you will trip quite quickly. Okay, just like this. Imagine your shoulders, your wrist, your elbow, your waist, your hip, your knees are all oiled up. So everything is so fluid without any hindrance or frictions. Good, excellent. Okay, good, excellent, well done. Okay, good. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, because we've only got about 10 minutes, sorry. But this is designed as a little taster for you. So in future, when we really come back together, hopefully one day, not too long in the future, that we are allowed to come back and do a bit more close contact practice, then this is a good way of doing it. Okay, now the next one, it is quite easy, all right? So everybody put the hands out like this, face down. Okay, good. So sort of a level with your diaphragm, okay, like this, good. Just like Faye, okay, good. So what do? We gently bring the hands down to the sort of in front of your stomach, about 10 centimeters away, and then open, draw a circle. So we draw a diagonal circle, and then go up, back to about chest level, come down. But remember, again, it's like drawing a nice and smooth circle. Okay, good. Excellent. Okay, just like this. All right, but remember, this circle is nice and smooth. And when we put our movement together with the knees, then and the hips, then we'll know everything will come together, but the hand has to be very, very smooth. Good. Yeah, good. Just draw a little, two circles. Good. 2 circles. Good. Up to the chest or shoulder, down to the stomach. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Nice and smooth. Remember, your hands is like, again, gliding on oil, very smoothly. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, good. Let's do the steppings together. Okay, good. Put the feet together. Okay, good. We won't be in contact yet, but we'll be doing it together. When I'm doing on the side, you can see me, so you can see how this is going. Okay, good. Turn your left toes out. Squat down again. Step out with the right foot. And put your hands out like this. Okay. So you sit back a bit more. Bring your hands down, and then open. Open. 你先开，你先往前，先开，先开。Then forward. Press down. Come back. And forward. Press down. Forward. Press down. Forward. You see? Just drawing circles as you're going back and forth. Come back as you press down. Go forward as you go up in a circle. Press down. Go up. Press down. Yeah. Go up. Press down. Go up. Good. Okay, relax, yeah? So when 2 people doing it together, it's a little bit complicated. Let me and Faye demonstrate for you first. Let's try it, yeah? Okay, good. Yeah, put your hands up, yeah, like this. Yeah, okay, good. So I press down, I divert her, and then I go up. Faye, press down, like this. Can you see? I'm still in the front. Then Faye, go forward to hit me. I stop her and I press her down. See? And forward, press, back. You see, 2 people drawing nice circles. Yeah, good. See, just nice circles. So what are we doing here? We're not trying to put makeups on each other. Okay? So what are we trying to do? We're trying to divert the other person's coming attack, and I want to attack back. For example, like here, first I divert Faye's and let her lose her balance. And then all these is open up. If it was for martial arts, then I would have come up and strike her or strike her. Okay? But would she let me? No, she wouldn't. So what does she do? Why I try this, she tried to follow my movement and sit back to avoid, to avoid me. And then because I get very close, so what she does, she divert me and I'm open. Wow, I'm all open up so she can hit me. Or push me, yeah? So what do? She come attack, I try to follow her, and I tell her, don't come anymore. Oh, I can't, she's getting too close. What do? I gently press her down to divert her, and then I get my turn and go, yeah, like this, yeah? So 1, see, 2, 1, 2, 1. Draw a big circle and come in, okay? So in effect, you're doing this. 1, 2, big circle, come in. forward, big circle, don't come back yet, and press down. Okay, let's do that together, everyone. So we'll add one big circle together. Okay, now feet together. Turn on your left toes. Squat down. Step out with your right foot. Remember, no going forward. Halfway. Put your hands out. So put your hands out. Good. Come back first. 1. And then out. 2. Hold it in the front in a bow stance. Big circle. 3. Come back now. 4. Good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So push out, big circle, come back, press, go up, big circle, come back. Okay. Let's do that together. All right. Yeah. Feet together. Your left toes out. Squat. Right foot out. Good. Okay, good. Put your hands out. Okay, ready? You follow me. Come back first. Open first. Then go for up. Big circle. Come back. Good. Up. Big circle. Back. Up. Remember your knees. Gliding forward and back, your hips very smooth, your joints, your shoulders are very relaxed, as if you're gliding on oil. Okay, it's like a hydraulic mechanism. Good, excellent. All right, so you can do it fast, you can do it slow, whichever, but I would suggest when we practice on our own, we do it gently. How fast and how slow, we always say, is to listen to the energy of your partners. Okay, good. See, it's very easy, but the hardest point is to feel the energy rather than just doing the circle. See, good. Good, you see that there? Good, everyone. Keep going, feel the smoothness. Okay, come back a bit. Yeah, so you can see here, smoothness. See? Very smooth. Glide, glide, glide. This is gliding. This is gliding. This is gliding. Everything is like on oil. So this is the practice. Try to keep doing it relaxingly, without any sort of a holding back, okay? Just like to be smooth, all right? Good. Right, what time is it now?
Just checking there's any messages.
Oh, okay. Need to mute yourself. Okay, so we mute everybody.
Oh, we have.
Okay, yeah, good. Okay, I'm sorry, the time is quite tight. It's end of it now, yeah? So these are the 2 little exercises. There are a lot more exercise I was going to do, but obviously because the time are quite tight. So, but the bottom line here is when you practice in the morning, you don't need to just keep doing the form. You can do this, like what we did. See? Step out, move, just feel the gliding, forward and back, nice and smooth, and the waist, forward and back, turn side to side, see? So make sure all the mechanisms are working together. Okay, so you see my waist follows it? Yeah, good. You see, shoulders, you see every single joint, keep doing, yeah? Every single joint are fluid, very smoothly, as they're all like hydraulics. This is what we're trying to achieve here, is to loosen the joints, so the joints can be moving as if there's plenty of oil between the bones. So everything moves so nice and smooth. Okay, so this is the bottom line. So practice in the morning, you can just simply do this. Try to do, you see, nice and smooth. Smoothly, just does it. Okay, everything, the shoulder, the elbow, the hip, the knees, the ankles, everything is like filled up with oil very smoothly and without any frictions or hindrance. Okay, good. All right, even with this, out, circle, you see that there, very smooth, you see? Circle, come in, push out, circle, come in, push up, circle, come in, push up, circle, come in. Okay, good. I hope you enjoyed this morning session, but remember, this is a way of learning, and hopefully we will do a little session or maybe a weekend workshop on it. So hopefully we'll see you there. But don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is an advert time. Okay, let's get on to the next. Who's the next?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Tari. I hope, it's very enjoyable way to work with partners, even though you can imagine, I'm not there, but I'm there in your mind. You're working with a partner, which is very engaging way of using the attention and focusing on the energy. Okay, we have got a packed program today. Our next speaker, I didn't have a long introduction, but she's a very experienced traditional Chinese medicine teacher. She trains for and qualifies for TCM doctors, and she's been teaching in the UK, in Manchester, for nearly over 20 years. So she has a lot of experience in how to explain the basic concept and in the basic of fundamentals in traditional Chinese medicine. Without further ado, her name is Dr. Xing Mei, and Xing is her surname. I have the pleasure to now set it up. If you can unmute, or maybe making her a co-host.
Yeah,
okay?
I will. Yeah, I need to
So
find
she will be
Dr. Xing Mei.
Yeah. You key in Xing.
Where do I key in? Sorry, we're still trying to learn this technology.
She will be using a PowerPoint presentation. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
新梅老师, you can share your PPT from your end. I have opened up.
I haven't been past the sharing ability. Let me try again. I tried to share it, but didn't seem to allow me to go.
Okay, try again now. So it's our pleasure to invite Dr.
Okay, now.
Okay.
It's working.
Great.
Can you share?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It worked. Thank you. Is that my turn now? Hello, everyone. Morning. Let me try to open this. I think there's something wrong. Because it's hiding by this room stuff. It's hiding my.
Or you can expand your PowerPoint to the full. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you've done it. Well done.
No, I know. Okay, good. Morning, everyone. I think everyone enjoyed the first session. probably didn't want to get back to the seat, sit down, what's for? We're not doing academic, we're doing the practice, Tai Chi. However, I'm very honored to be invited by Mrs. Li, the Qigong, the Ying Qigong Institute, to be here, to give all the Qigong fans, put that way, Qigong fans, a talk, a bit about the theory, So first of all, who I am, probably say, are you a Tai Chi practitioner? I'm a Chinese medicine doctor and has been practicing Chinese medicine and teaching Chinese medicine as well for how many years? 35 years now. And my time about teaching, I'm also practicing acupuncture and herbal medicine, and I'm a big fan of Tai Chi and Qigong, especially health Qigong. And I also, one of my prescription to my patients is to learn Qigong, because we can only treat you when you're ill, but we can't really make you not ill. The only thing you can make yourself not ill is by doing something. Of course, Qigong is my favorite. I think it's very, very good to preventing from disease, to reserve your energy, to make the energy balance. So I thought this is the best way to keep your mind, your body, and your, we call it mind, body, and spirit, put that way, harmonized together, then you don't get ill. That's the principle. So today, I'm here, just give an introduction about what is Qi, what is blood. Of course, we know the blood. We know the body fluid very clearly. We all know this. No need to explain too much. However, we are here to introduce the concept of Chinese medicine, like some concept, very, very, very basic concept. Also, we learn something about what we are doing, because we know the exercise, we do the exercise. But when you're looking at Mrs. Li to do the Qigong, I'm a fan of her. I always follow her when I have time, because sometimes I don't have time to carry on every session. So you're looking at what they doing, like Dr. Ye, Mr. Ye and Mrs. Li, they do this very harmonized way. You can't see why they're looking like dancing, because it's not just movement, it's about the Qi flow. So now when we see them, probably not everyone can copy exactly what she's doing. It's by, I think what they are doing is, after so many years practice, they know the flow of the Qi. They understand the harmony of the body. So they do very nicely and harmonized way. Of course, we are very familiar with Qi from Qigong. We always say Qigong. Do you really understand what Qi is? And of course, you probably say, oh, another word, because I saw so many people, 75 people, probably we can't get chance to interact. But if you only have 7 students, I will ask, what do you think? What's your concept? What your mind? But we can't have this answering listening session. We just talk. So unfortunately, have to be me, probably take the dominate talking. So probably people say, Tai Chi, what about Tai Chi? Tai Chi is not Qi, it's Tai Chi. Chi means endless movement. So this movement is endless movement. However, it's performing the Qi. So that's how we are going to do. So we understand the blood, we understand the body fluid, how they work together. It's all this. Why they are working to nourishing our body, to transport and to make our body working. It's all based on Qi, all based on the Qi. So we need to know. So I will spend the most time to talk about Qi, what Qi is. So hopefully you can bear with me for 40 minutes. So the first slide is about Qi. Then I put the Chinese here. These already gave us a bit of concept of Qi, because this Qi, the word of Qi in Chinese, there are 2 small words together. Why is this Qi? You can imagine this Qi almost like an L. like an air we breathe in, the air we breathe in. Also, you can think this qi, it's the oxygen, put that way. Does that make sense? Oxygen. Then another inside here is the word of rice. This word is rice. So you can see the ancient qi is a combination of air and rice. Rice means what? Food. So that's already gave us a very, very simple concept what qi is. Qi is our life force combined with, like, for example, if you make the Western understanding, is combined with the oxygen and the food. Without oxygen, we can't live. Without food, we can't live. So that's how qi is, what qi is. But that is very simple. So of course, if you are coming back to the a bit academic concept, because in Chinese medicine, we treat the patient all the time, tune the qi. Even use this Qigong is tune the qi. So this qi is not just about oxygen, about the food. It's a lot, much more complex. So of course, if you think this is too much, we don't want to learn that, it's fine. But probably better to have some idea about what we're talking about. So it's a term, this qi, what is qi? Qi is like what's called human interaction with nature, with nature inside the human being to subdivide and categorize bodily function. So every function we perform is based on the qi, whether your qi is working. So that's why we learn the Qigong about. We make sure our qi is sufficient and in the right direction. Also go into the right direction. When you go to the different direction or wrong direction, disease happened. With, for example, qi stagnated, qi rebellions. It's not going to the right direction. For example, we say lung qi supposed to go down, but if the lung is being blocked, like this COVID, the lung being blocked by the virus, then the lung qi rebellion up, then it causing coughing. Same as stomach qi going to downwards, but the stomach qi going upwards, you're vomiting. For example, stress can make you feel sick. So that's this a little bit medical. But I think if you understand, you can help our students. I'm teaching. Of course, I've been teaching along over 30 years. My students, some people said, to be honest, May, after I've learned the Chinese medicine, I feel like even I'm not able to treat patients, I can treat myself much better because they understand more. So, and myself and my family, and make them healthier just by purely understand all this kinds of concept, the idea of Chinese medicine. Of course, with Qigong is also based on Chinese medicine, based on Taoism. Chinese medicine also based on Taoism. If we say Chinese medicine is a medicine, but I think it's a combination of medicine and culture. It's very, very useful, very important. So what Qi's definition is not easy to define, but we can actually define the Qi as a life force, the life force. You understand, when we do the Qigong, you feel that kind of tingling sensation. That's how the Qi is moving inside your body. So you can feel that magnet kind of sensation. That's your life is back to yourself. We're always doing things. We're consuming our qi a lot all the time, rushing around and giving our energy out and stress out. All this is consuming our qi, but by doing the qigong, tai chi, we just bring the qi back. So we do a lot of this circulating. This is just bring the qi back and breathing and concentrate. So the qi is not only rely on the oxygen, rely on the food, you also rely on your mind, our mind. We can't have a good qi without our good kind of sense of calmness and breathing as well. So it's a life force, or some people explain like an invisible being. We can see the body obviously there, but we can't really see the qi. But this qi is a real human being. It's a real, whether this person is healthy or not. So qi in the body is doing the function to, because the qi, we have the qi, we can make the fruit ripe. We can ripen the food and make the food become a nutrition, become a nutrients, and to nourish our body. So in that sense, qi is a function. However, qi also can produce the blood as an energy. That is all like invisible, is a function. It's a function. However, the blood, the qi will also circulate in our body, like oxygen, for example, oxygen. So this is a material. So if we say we define the qi as a life force, how about the oxygen? It is also life force, but its nourishing is like a material nourishing the whole body. So overall, qi is too broad to concept to be covered by an idea of energy or either lay or scientific term. That's someone in the book saying that. Very difficult. So that's why the Chinese medicine research is not easy to conduct, because involving so much, the mental, the spiritual, your breathing and your exercise. So all this involved. So in general, hang on. So qi are both matter and energy. I already explained, so I just go up through it. So what qi is doing? What the qi is doing? So if we understand what qi is doing, when you do Qigong, you know why we're doing this. Every day, it's just like my patients, they follow the YouTube, and sometimes I also practice Qigong. I just open my channels, let them to follow me. So every time they say, wow, I feel like I lifted. I believe you that follow Fan Yi for Fei for many years, but I know some of you are many years, but some of you are new. So I think in the future, if you learn the Qigong, you know what you're doing and you know what you gain from doing that. So because you understand what qi is doing, So governing, raising, and holding. So for example, some organ collapsed, prolapsed. That is a qi collapsed. The qi collapsed. Or you feel really, really tired. That's because qi is not sufficient. So that's why I said to my patients sometimes, they said, I'm really enjoying this Qigong, because she said, just raise my energy, just like lift it. I feel all day I can carry on work with the fresh air. I feel like, although I go jogging, doing all these things, but not as good as the Qigong, feel like very relaxed and calm, and she can concentrate better. So that's how, because the Qi's been gathered and reserved back. So it's keeping of course, this is a very Chinese medicine theory, the spleen, the kidney, keeping the blood flow within the vessel. If your qi is not holding the blood, you can have bleeding, as simple. Or if your qi is not holding the organ, your organ can prolapse. So control and adjusting the secretion and excretion of sweat, urine, and saliva. For example, if people just profusely sweating, that is qi is not sufficient, not control the secretion and the excretion of the sweat. That's and also the qi holding the urine. So if you incontinence, that is we said qi is very insufficient, not solid enough. And also the consolidating and storing body essence, preventing emission. So this obviously, some people suffer from like bleeding or premature ejaculation. All this is to do with qi. We said it's kidney qi, of course, kidney qi. Consolidating organ as to prevent them from descending, prevent them from prolapse. So that's one of the function. Another function is activating. My mom is calling me, sorry. The function of qi and also activating, promoting, and warming. After just warming up from Mr. Ye, we just did this pushing pose, this movement. You feel your body, it's been activated Do you feel that? At least myself feel activated. I was telling Fei Ying, I said, oh gosh, I wake up with headache today. I'm a bit tired. And I just don't know whether I will be concentrate. But after this exercise, I feel like I'm activated and I'm warmed up. I had the scarf at the beginning. I feel like because my neck is very cold. After this warm up, that is what Qi is doing. That's how Qi is doing. So also defending why we got COVID, why we got virus, because the Qi is deficient. We don't have a defensive Qi sufficient enough to preventing from the we call external passaging. So I'm doing the Qigong, and I teach sometimes I tell my patient to do it as well. Just say during this COVID time, pandemic, we really need to do more. I think thanks Fei Ying and the Qigong, De Yin Qigong Institute, really impressive and really good job they've done. Just teach people at home to do this visual, teach this online Tai Chi Qigong sessions. It's really good for us because we're not able to go out as much. We're not able to go to the gym. But I think the best thing is to stay at home, to do some reservation of the Qi, to get the Qi very balanced. And particularly the defensive Qi can preventing, we call it combat the invading evil Qi, combat. So if some people have the COVID, they can very easy to recover. But some people it takes ages, even they can die just because the Qi is not sufficient. So of course, for myself, I'm also worried about COVID, but I'm still working in my clinic, very fully booked. My patients, because I feel confident, because I do the Qigong and I drink some herbs, of course, to make my Qi sufficient enough. So that's all about Qi and transforming. So the Qi transforming a general like a metabolism, how the metabolism going on. It's all based on our Qi, Why the food can be changed to the nutrition and why the water can be transformed as a body fluid to nourishing. It's all based on our Qi. So this is Qi. Of course, in Chinese medicine, we just talk about a broad concept of Qi, but we have a different type of Qi coming from different organ. So every zang, we call zang organ is zang and fu in Chinese medicine, zang and fu. So each zang, for example, the spleen the lung produce zhong qi, and the stomach produce nutritive qi. The lung and the kidney produce the wei qi, defensive wei qi. And finally, it's zhen qi and xie qi. Zhen qi means the right qi. The right qi is the good qi. Xie qi is we call evil qi. So we can give a little bit of explanation one by one, but this can go very, very quickly because unless you learn Chinese medicine, you have to understand fully because you will treat the patients. But for us, we just have some kinds of concept to understand what's going on in our body. So this qi is like a bit specific to act different kinds of role in the body. So qi, this is zhong qi, we call it gathering qi or chest qi. This is chest qi. So it's very, very, very important because this chest qi is the source or the power to ensure the blood can be made. This blood is, we call Chinese medicine blood. Of course, so this qi, because you say it's a chest qi, or as long as we see the chest qi, you know the qi location is from the chest, in the chest. So the organ involved, the stomach, spleen, and lung. Of course, you haven't learned Chinese medicine organ. What's that? This means spleen. We say, oh, spleen is a lymph system. Why is to do with that? But in Chinese medicine, spleen in charge of the whole, like the digestive system, transforming the food and transporting the nutrients to different places in the body. So spleen, we call it the post-heaven organ. But a pre-heaven organ is kidney. It's from your parents. You're born with already existing essence, the Jing, but you need constantly eat, not constantly eat, daily eating, daily food, to make sure you got energy to carry on your work. So that's to do with, that depends on the spleen, So, and also lungs, we know with our blood, if we don't have oxygen, you will die. You will not having a blood, or you will not have, for example, we know the blood contains the iron. Where the iron come from? From food. Contain the oxygen. Where the oxygen come from? From our lungs, from our breathing. So these are basically the gathering zhongqi. It's just like the oxygen and iron together. But of course, with the lung, the force of the lung to pushing through, and we said pushing into the heart. The heart in Chinese medicine is a red color, so the qi become red. Then that's called blood. That is very interesting. It's very different from Western medicine, of course. The Western medicine said this is only from marrow. The blood is from marrow. Of Chinese medicine also we said from marrow, because marrow is a pre-heaven blood, but from our lungs, from our heart is post-heaven blood. So that's very, it's not irrelevant, it's relevant. I still believe, of course, my background, when I was in China, I was doing medicine. We prescribe everything in the hospital. I work in the hospital, and as a physician, we give patients all the time the Western drugs. The Chinese herbal medicine also I practice is like a complementary, but the Western drug, you go to China, anybody who went to China, you must see in the Chinese medicine hospital, everyone, we have the Ying patient department. So patients can have a lot of drips, drops, everywhere, and we use Western medicine. But over those years, I realized really Chinese medicine is really, sometimes it's very simple, but really makes sense. Sometimes it's probably more advanced in some way than Western medicine. Because Western medicine, they make your diagnosis. They make a diagnosis correct. But how many patients can be treated? And whether patient understand why they get ill, whether patient understand how they can preventing from disease. Not many. Of course, nowadays people realize nutrition, exercise is good, but not really. That's why I'm invited to talk about qi, just get better understanding about this. So that's the zhongqi. Next, so the function and dysfunction of zhongqi. Of course, the function is this zhongqi in charge of the respiratory, speech, and voice. Obviously, you can listen to my voice; it's quite loud because I'm teaching and I'm doing Qigong all the time, every day, almost every day, even 八段锦, simple, but I think it's working. Of course, I do others, like Jing I learned from another tutor. I'm doing the Tai Chi with from Fei, and I do the fan dancing. Brilliant. After the fan dance, I feel like I've been jogging for miles. So it's great. So probably my energy is not bad. And also cardiovascular, fills the heart, regulate qi, promote heartbeat, regulating body temperature and activities. If your zhongqi's dysfunction is not working properly, you're breathing short of breath and chest congestions, COPD. That is the zhongqi is not working. COPD patient, the chronic things, and palpitation, and the arrhythmia, like the heartbeat is irregular, sluggish blood movement, and cold, not cod, sorry. Typer here. Cold. Sorry. Oh, cold. Oh. How could I forgot how to spell code? Cold hands and feet, lassitude, and lethargic. Symptoms worse on exertion. If you all these symptoms get much worse when you exercise. So this is the Zhong Qi, the first Qi in the chest, So we said, baby, when you're born, the first thing the baby need to do is crying, not laughing, the crying. Why? The lung Qi opened, they can get the air into your lung. So the life force started. So that's Zhong Qi. This second, this should be the first. Sorry, this should be the first because this is most important. The location is Dantian. We're talking about Dantian. Qi, when we finish, Qi Chen Dantian. Or when we start, we always say, come and breathing into your Dantian. Why? Because this is the original Qi coming from. In Chinese, we call it Yuan Qi. This is where the Yuan Qi coming from. So that is very important. The key place is which organ involved? Kidney, stomach, and spleen. Why we said stomach and spleen? Kidney, this in Chinese medicine, kidney is not only just in charge of the urination. Not at all. Chinese medicine, kidney is so important. We said if you want longevity, you want to live longer, you need your kidney strong. Kidney essence. So where this kidney, what kidney play the role? The kidney Jing, this original Qi, normally is from our parents. You receive this essence, this Qi, original Qi, as much as your parents can give it to you. You can't really add much more unless you do a very good job. For example, you rest enough and you have very good food and you don't consuming too much. But our lifetime, we're consuming a lot more than what we should. So that's the trouble. So we can, of course, some people can die earlier, some people die later. It's depends on how they reserve the kidney Qi. Okay. So the formation is origin Qi from the parents, constantly receive aid from food and drink nutrient Qi after birth and circulate and filling the full body. Next, this is the original Qi. So the function and dysfunction of Yuan Qi, the activating growth, you see this Yuan Qi is so important. How we grow, that it depends on our Yuan Qi. Promoting functional activities, all organs and meridians. So we tonify kidney, make sure the kidney Qi is not consuming so much. But also don't, in terms of treatment, I tell my patients, if your kidney Qi is deficient, sometimes it's not easy to supply by acupuncture. You need some herbs, you need some adding supplements. Of course, when you get older, we take all sorts of supplements. I only take my herbs, not to make me keeping young, keeping relatively young. So the motivating power of vitality. This is the motivating power of vitality. The kidney energy, so important. When you have a kidney Qi, original Qi deficient, so that's why we always mind, when we do Tai Chi, Qigong, especially Qigong, we said, concentrate your mind, concentrate on your Dantian. Just please coming back to my Dantian. Make sure my Dantian is full of Qi. So that's very important. If you don't have a good Yuan Qi, you will have the slow growth and development in children, reduced organ functions in elderly and with chronic illness, general debility and susceptibility to diseases. So you can get diseases if your Yuan Qi not strong. So this Qigong is wonderful to preventing you from getting ill. So the next one is defensive Qi. Defensive Qi. You see, we already introduced Zhong Qi, Yuan Qi. The next one is defensive Qi. What means defensive Qi? Immune system. Our immune system. So how our immune system formed, it all depends on this defensive Qi. So it is circulating the body surface outside of the meridians and formed by Zhong Qi and the nutritive, nourished by Yuan Qi. So this defensive qi also depends on zhong qi and yuan qi. So the first two are most important. If you don't have a sufficient zhong qi and yuan qi, you will not have a good defensive qi. Very simple. So that's why defensive qi is preventing from virus, preventing from any possible pathogens attacking our body. Not only virus, anything really. Even you have bacteria infection, how you recover is based on your defensive qi. Your immune system is good. Your white cell is working hard, working good. That's the defensive qi. Okay. So if it's dysfunction, then the weak immune system and sweating abnormally and also catching germs, all sorts of germs. So our immune system is so important. So we train ourselves to be sound, to be balanced, and to have a good qi movement. So we can ensure our defensive qi working. So especially this pandemic. So some people, of course, they are very confident saying they are not going to get ill because they know the qi is very balanced. Even they got it. I have a patient or get the COVID, lost the smell only for 1 day, it's gone. So recovered because her immune system is very strong. So the last one is nutritive qi. Nutritive qi is more, it's just like a food qi. This just by food and drink and making nutrition. Of course, this is based on you have a good digestive system. This also based on you have a good yuan qi. The yuan qi is the qi to ripen, to go like a cooker, and the stomach is like a container. So you need the fire from your kidney to warm the food and ripen it. So that's why when you learn this, you know, in order to make the nutritive qi, you need your stomach and spleen, like your digestive system sound and good, and also avoid too much cold food. When you're young, you can eat cold food. When you get certain age, you still eat cold food. You need a lot of energy. You need a lot of qi warming. You consume your energy, you gradually become qi deficient. That's the very simple ones. Of course, the function is like a nutrition to vessels. Vessels is like organs and meridians. So finally, it's zhen qi and xie qi. I think my time is nearly. Zhen qi and xie qi. So zhen qi is like the right qi, righteous qi, and evil qi. So we call the positive energy and we call the negative energy. Of course, evil qi including lots of things, pathogens and different and toxins created by the toxin created by internal organs. So that can be too much to talk within this 30 minutes. So of course, if someone wants to learn a bit about Chinese medicine, welcome. Welcome to coming to my lecture and to learn a bit more. It's a lot of things. So the Qigong, finally, Qigong is to promote the Zhen Qi, to defeat the evil Qi. This is most important. You understand why you're doing Qigong, okay? So this is just a chart to understand how they formed. Of course, again, the nutritive air, the natural air, food and water, and inert vital substances is from your parents. So these are the three very, very important kinds of element or not element that like the materials we need to have to in order the protective qi and nutritive qi working. So through the lungs, the spleen and the kidney, and making all the qis combined with the kind of we call it pre-heaven, inborn qi, and form the normal qi. And the normal qi including defensive qi, or we call protective qi, and nutritive qi. So in general, qi flow in the meridians where the movement is seen, a transmission and convenience. So I just passing through. I think the direction of the qi, or we have already said a lot. And dysfunction of qi, just this is an example. If our qi deficient, look at how many symptoms you will have: sweating, poor appetite, spontaneous daytime sweating, shortness of breath, food sensitivities. Some people say, oh, I have an allergy, my stomach is just allergic to, they think it's the bone like that. I said, no, you can be treated. IBS, you can be treated. Food sensitivities or allergies can be treated. It's all to do with qi deficient. Of course, there's dizziness, muscle weakness, mental fatigue, pale complexion, disillusionment, disillusionment. Anyway, the tongue and pulse, of course, will show. This is when you become a doctor, when you become a practitioner, you have to know all this. So, in order to understand, because my title is also Qi, blood, the body fluid. So this, with the Qi, where I already mentioned, where the blood coming from? Oxygen, iron. So, but this oxygen and iron from the Qi, long Qi, the Zhong Qi, the nutritive Qi, and nutritive Qi from the middle jaw, they go into the lung and transport into the heart. Then the heart turns red, it becomes a blood. This is Chinese medicine concept about blood. It's very different from Western medicine, but actually makes sense. Why it's coming to the lung? Because we need oxygen. Why we need the food? Because of iron or other elements and substances in the blood. So that's the blood. The blood, again, is based on qi. We said qi and blood relationship, that's the most important. I just want to talking about the qi and blood relationship. Look, this I already talked, we go through. Function of the blood. Function of the blood is nourishing. Why we have the color? Why we have the power? Why we have the memory? This all depends on our blood. But without qi, carry the pushing, not carry. Qi pushing the blood into each place. We go to different places. The blood can be carried to different places. It depends on the qi. However, the blood also carry the qi. When the blood go different places, also carry the qi to make every organ working. So they are really interrelated. Without any of it, it's not working. So we need qi and blood, transforming the qi. We said the blood is the mother of the qi. The qi is a commander of the blood. Does that make sense? Hopefully you feel like it makes sense. Qi is commander, guiding, governing, and the blood is mother, carry the sun, go in different places. Okay, so if the qi, blood deficient, blood dysfunction, we have blood states deficient, just like you're very pale, you're very tired, you poor memory, you can't sleep because your blood is not nourishing your shen, the spirit, the mental, and the blood stasis. You have the lots of stagnation, your hands and feet is very, very cold and pale, and your lips, everything is pale and purple, everything becomes purple. Oh, you have a stroke, you have a heart attack. It's all to do with heart blood stasis. The blood heat is like you stress so much, or you eat so much junk food, too much heat in the body, to warm the blood. Then the blood is too hot, then they exposed to the skin, you got eczema, psoriasis. Just give you a quick example. So this is just too detailed. We don't do that. So next one is Jing, because in your title we didn't talk about Jing. Probably it's just my name is probably forgot about Jing. So this is Jing, essence, the essence. Why I put this is so important, looking at this. We in Chinese medicine, we're talking about Jing Qi Shen. Have you heard about Jing Qi Shen? Jing Qi Shen is so important. Jing, well, you know, gin tonic. We always say gin tonic. My sons, Mom, I need sports, I need gin tonic. I said, why? He said, I need energy. I said, energy, you already got it. You don't need to add in. I already passed a good Jing to you. That is the Jing. So Qi, Jing and Qi, the life force, vitality. With Jing and sufficient Jing and Qi, you have a good Shen. Shen means what? Heart, the spirit, the mental state, You can see someone's, oh, just tired. I got headache. I was just lethargic, like you can see someone, we can diagnose this person, lack of shen. lack of 神 lack of 精神 we always in Chinese with lack of 精神没有精神 lack of 精神 because they don't have a good qi, they don't have good Jing because they are ill or they just constitutionally just very weak, so they don't have a good shen. So someone is smart, which means what? The Jing qi is very sufficient, very strong. Doesn't mean of course you can say someone is not smart. Not smart also indicates something, of course, from your parents. You can't blame him. But on the other hand, could be because the Jing and qi is consumed. So that's why I said Jing. Jing, look at Jing. Jing, this side of the Jing also the rice. And this side of the Jing is Qing, it means everything from green. Green is very important. But anyway, this Jing is from, we said the widest sense of is anything essential to maintenance of life. And the essential question is essence is the basis of the body. And Jing means qi and is basis of natural world, forms cosmos, and is defined as substances. In the narrow sense, it refers to the parent, like a prenatal Jing, prenatal from your parents. So when we say Jingshen is a broad sense, but in a narrow sense, it's just from our parents, So in English translation of the Jing is essence. So we have both two essence. One is acquired essence, postnatal essence. Another one is congenital essence. So I said, we only have sufficient Jing from our patient to keep us going probably for 100 years. But if you're consuming too much, you can die or you can get ill by 50 years old. Why? Because this is just like a saving account, but this is like it's like a current account. We always adding in the food, make sure we have energy to do the things, to work. But if you don't eat properly, or you don't eat, or you consuming, not only eat, you consuming so much from your food. For example, stress, overly work, like mental work. A lot of, that's why we said the infertility treatment, we call infertility, the scientists find more intelligent people, less fertile. Why? That sounds like, oh, what a shame. More intelligent because they use too much brain. The brain consuming the Jing, consuming the essence. This essence is assurance for what? For eggs, put that way. So your egg is not getting sufficient Jing to nourish, then it's not good enough. So you can't really conceive. So that's it. So the Jing also responsible for reproduction. So look, this is a chain, the kinds of chain of pre-having Jing and post-having Jing. So pre-having is like this, we called double, double chain, you know, the chromosomes. And the post-having Jing is all this food, lots of burgers. We said that burger, that's junk food, but junk food means sometimes because it's too much. If you have too much, of course, you put the body under the burden, and you can get more disease too. That is a bit irrelevant to today, and we talk about. If you are interested, we can talk about more in the future. So the reproductive essence is also it's from our parents, really, from parents, and also can be consumed by different things. So that's just give you an idea about the essence. The function of the Jing, including, this is important, reproduction, growth and development, produce marrow and blood. So why when we get old, our bone become weak? Because the Jing is deficient, our bone become weak. So, but this Jing can be nourished constantly by the Qi, by our Qigong, our reserving. That's why we do Qigong, reserve, please coming back to myself. Don't always giving out. We need something. So I practice Qigong because I treat patients. I give lectures. I giving too much out. So I need to reserve it for a certain time. So I'm trying to do every day, just bring back, so I can reserve a bit. So try to delay the aging, isn't it? So we're fighting. I said to myself, to my patient, I said, I'm constantly fighting from aging because I do all the things, make sure I'm not getting old in terms of physical and mental as well. If you're mentally ill, you can get dementia earlier. So growth and development, obviously. Reproduction, I already mentioned it. So the last one is Jing Ye. So this Jing, it's almost, we call also like the Yuan Qi. Jing almost can put the arrow, can put the kind of the equivalent to Yuan Qi. That's what the Jing. Jing is almost like a Yuan Qi. Yuan Qi produce Jing. So we have learned Yuan Qi from Qi. The last one is Jing Ye. Jing Ye implies to all normal fluid substances of the human body, all the fluid type, Jing Ye. Of course, the main function is to adequately moisten the organs, particular mucosa, basically just moisturizing. You probably ask what's relevant to us. The body fluid we need it. Of course, this body fluid is also based on the qi. For example, you said, why you get a bit older, why you go to toilet so much? You feel like you drink as much and you go to passing water as much. You don't really reserve it. Why? Because your qi is deficient, your jing, your body fluid is not being used, not being transformed into the way it should be to go in. You said, I drink plenty of water, but I still feel my skin is very dry. Because you drink water didn't mean your body can transform it into the good way. You just passed out, because you don't have the qi to transform it, yang qi, we call it yang qi, transform it into the fluid to moisturize different places. So that is human body, the body fluid, moisturizing. So this is basically the chart to understand the body fluid. Body fluid is from here, from the food, water, and go to the spleen and transform it into the body fluid. Body fluid or go to the triple burner, distribute pathway for body fluid. You know, the 八段锦, the first exercise is 伸展, just do all this stretching to allow the sanjiao, to call this triple burner, to have a good circulation, to allow all the body fluid going through everywhere. That is the first movement of 八段锦, so triple burner. And also part of it go to spleen, transport into the lung defending the impure one, the dirty one, into the kidney, and go to the bladder and pass out. The good one will transport into the whole body, and of course go into the water and go into the stomach, intestine. Then the impure fluid go to the large intestine, so you don't suffer constipation, because it's moisturizing the intestine, and also the separating in the small intestine, the separating the impure one to the pure one again go to the triple burner and distribute. So that is the body fluid. So if the body fluid is not good working, they causing problems, especially like too much water pass out, and fat, you become fat, because don't forget the fat cells contain 60% water. People say, oh, why I can't lose weight? I'm so big. They do a lot of things to lose weight. I said, because your qi is deficient. So if you want to keep you fit, practice Qigong. So, and this Jing, and also if you lack of Jing, you feel dry. Your skin is dry, your mouth is dry, everything, and you're constipated because it's so dry. Lack of Jing. One thing, of course, you don't eat enough, you don't drink enough. Another thing is your qi, again, deficient. So the dysfunction of Jing Ye is just like dry, or water retention, or can become a passaging, we call it phlegm. The phlegm, you probably say, oh, probably the phlegm you can split out from your lung. That's one thing, the one we call the substantial phlegm. But there's a non-substantial phlegm can mist your brain, make you confused, your mental kind of not working. Another phlegm can be a lump. Even the cancer. Even cancer is part of phlegm, blood, qi, and toxin mixed together. It becomes a very solid lump. That is part of it is phlegm. Phlegm can cause a lot of conditions, diseases. So this is the final one. So basically, we practice Qigong. We have this yin-yang circle, yin-yang. Qigong Tai Chi is non-stop, like endless movement. So this is the cone here. Then make Tai Chi pole in the center. Of course, this energy going to the different channels, meridians. This is the 8 extraordinary vessels. This is 10 heavenly stems, and go to the 12 earthly branches. So we have the leg meridian, and hand meridian. After the practice, Fei always said, pushing, just patting on the channels. Yin is here, yang is on the back. Yin channel, yang channel. Yin channel and yang channel on the leg. So open it, allow the energy flow, and all just flow, like making the yin and the yang transforming, transporting. They are always turning and depending on each other. Yin can become the yang. Yang is the function. This function ensure the yin substances become a nutrition and work in your body. So that's how the yin yang work, how we treat the patient. This is very, very basic concept, how we work Chinese medicine. So finally, thank you. If you have questions, welcome. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Dr. Jing. I just returned the, okay, that was great. There was so much information that passed on to us, and I'm sure it takes a long time to digest, and we will definitely want to follow up. It's very helpful to understand from the traditional Chinese medicine strand how Qigong and Tai Chi actually works to improve one's health and well-being and help to reduce or slow down the aging process, but also most importantly to optimize the health and well-being. All of us are so needed, desperately in these special times. So thank you so much. I thoroughly enjoy that. I'm sure everybody else also enjoy that. Very enlightening from many theories, even though we sort of in our heart all knew Tai Chi and Qigong is good for us, but it's very very helpful to actually hear the theory behind it. Okay, the next on our program, slightly running late, but I think it's certainly, really enjoyable to finish to the end, is our good friend. I have the pleasure to call a student in terms of Qigong also, is Pete Hornby, one of our senior instructors of BHQA, British Health Qigong Association. So Pete, are you... I think, yes, you may mute yourself. Okay, I think you're on the spotlight.
I'm on, yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Excellent. And Pete, today, what are you introducing our session? What session?
Believe it or not, this is a wonderful coincidence. Dr. Mei Feng Sing has just covered the theory of what we're going to do. So the routine I want to do today is Yungong. So he's looking at this energy around the Dantian, but also the Zong energy around Qi, around the thoracic region or the middle Dantian, and covering this area. So actual practice will reflect what Dr. Mazing has just been through. So I thank her very much. She's done the theory side of my practical. And likewise, you get the benefit of doing practical lessons that will manifest in terms of the theory now and practice. So I want to go through a practical session, but also I want to go through some basic principles throughout this routine. So basic principle of the routine is your tongue is curled back and the tip of the tongue placed on the top of the mouth, just above the two front teeth. So my tongue is curled back and placed on the top, just above the two front teeth. So the tongue is set in place throughout the whole routine. My posture, my beihui is pointing up to the sky. My body will go up and down, relaxing here. I refer to these as the hip flexors. So I'm relaxing here. So I don't need to go down too far, but I want to relax here so my knees will bend. So my body will go up and down like a piston, yeah? So not forward or back, yeah? So my chin is in and my posture is important all the way through. There'll be some forward bend, exercises and side bend. But again, still the principle, your back and head in alignment when you're twisting. So again, I refer to these as the hip flexors. So also the key point also is to focus on the dantian. Be aware of your in-breath coming up to the middle dantian here in the middle of the chest. So fill up your thoracic region on the inhalation. On the exhalation, filling up, sinking down here and expanding round the dantian with the daima around this belt channel. But dantian, so that's where the Yungong is coming from through the routine. Okay. So please, yeah, the health warning is take a break if you need to. There's a lot of exercises, so I'm not here to teach you all the detail about the exercises. I want you to enjoy the practice, follow me through it. I'll talk you through each exercise in that, and then you can follow it later on YouTube later when Terry makes it available to you. Yeah. So the routine, yeah, it's called Yungong. I learned this from my Kung Fu Grandmaster Jeremy Yao. Over 30 years ago, 30 to 35 years ago, I learned this, yeah, and it's a very, very, very good practice. And as he said, the theory is developing the Yungong around here. So the Gong is just the exercise and practice with the Qi. So you and Qi around here and your Zong Qi around the chest. So we start, follow me, feet together. Relax your right leg, put your left foot width apart. So follow me with the in-breath and out-breath. So I'll explain as we go along. Inhale, exhale. So hands at the side, yeah. Relax the hip flexors here. So just soften. You don't need to go low. No, yeah. So please, yeah, follow the exercise, but have a rest if you need to, and go into the body positions at your particular capability or whatever level of flexibility you have, just follow. Okay, from here, in breath, arms up in front, all the way up to the sky. Out breath. Again, in breath. Turn the palms forward, out breath. At the same time, you're sinking here as you're coming down. You're going up, straighten the legs, in breath. Turn, out breath. In breath, raising up your in breath to your thoracic region here. And as you do the out breath, coming down, you're coming back down to the dantian, which will sink down. So this is moving up and down like so. In breath, turn, out breath. In. So we'll do this a few more times, but you can do it as many times as you like. It's an individual exercise or part of the routine. So when you get a feel for this, straighten the legs, inhalation coming up towards the thoracic region, the chest area, out breath back towards dantian, relaxing exhalation. In breath, out breath. We change. This time the fingers turn in, palm comes together, raising up to the sky. Pushing up, turn the palms back to back, out breath, coming down to the side. Exhalation. Then we reverse the movement. In breath, straightening the legs. Up. Turn the palms together. Out breath, coming back down. Exhalation. Down to the dantian. Out. Inhalation, straightening the legs. Raising up to the sky. Keep your eyes looking forward. Turn the palms back to back. Out breath, relax. Exhalation. Down to the side. In breath. Turn the palms. Out breath. There's no physical strength or effort put in. Nice and relaxed. We're extending, opening the body, opening the joints. Relax. Breath. Exhalation. In. Out. This is the last one of this exercise. 2. Then we change, raise the arms up, come shoulder level with the shoulders, in towards the ears, then out breath, coming round to the front, sinking your stance down your hip flexors. So in breath, straightening, we reverse the movement. Out breath. Sinking. In breath, straightening the legs, then out breath, palms up, fingers forward. In breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. In breath. You feel it all around the chest area. Back down to the dantian. Out breath. In breath. Up to the middle dantian, expanding the chest. Don't stick the chest out. Just in breath. Yeah. In breath. Relax the arms. Out breath. Then reverse. In breath. Out breath. Then change. Next exercise is in breath, straightening and turning the fingers in towards the ribs. Out breath, usually sink down. Then you reverse. In breath. Out breath. In breath. Out breath. In breath. Out breath. We'll get in breath up towards the middle dantian. Out breath, sinking your breath down, energy down to your dantian. In breath. Out breath. Last one. In breath. Out breath. Reverse the movement. In breath. Straighten the legs. Out breath. Relaxing the hip flexors. We change this. Put into a clenched fist. In breath, pulling in. In breath up to here. Out breath back down to the dantian as you do a straight punch. Fist horizontal. In breath. Out breath. In breath. Out breath. In breath. Fill up the thoracic region, chest area. Out breath, back down to the dantian. Last one. In breath. Out breath. Now here, the next one, just be careful, go down as far as you're able to, depending on your capability and flexibility. So we go in breath, in. Then we're going to go forward bend, punching to the floor. So we're going to punch down, your fist to the floor, out breath. I bend as much as I can, turning the fist, lifting up, open, down to the side, round to the front. We'll do the breathing, yeah. In breath, and repeat. Punch to the floor, out breath, your legs straight. Bending down, you can go low, low, low if you can. Up, in breath, in breath. Now out breath, back down to dantian. So in breath up to the middle dantian, out breath, punching the floor down. Again, if you only go this far, that's fine. Bend the knees, lift, inhalation. You feel it opening the chest area up to the middle dantian. Out breath, back down to the dantian. Once more, in breath. So your foot up here, out breath, punching the floor. Squatting as much as you want, capable of doing. In breath. That's all in breath. Now the out breath, back down to dantian. Last time, in breath, out breath. Squat, in breath, out breath. Now similar, this time we're working with the open palms, yes? So in breath, pushing down to the floor, turning round, forming like picking up, yeah, like a lotus leaf, picking up the offering. In breath, up to the sky, and lean back. In breath, back down, out breath, all the way down to the floor. Turn, don't have to go down too far. In breath, extending back bend, out breath. In breath coming up, now out breath, all the way down. Turn, in breath, just go with the back bend as much as you can, but work with the breath. Out breath, in breath, out breath. Turn, in breath, out breath. Last time, in breath, out breath. Down, in breath, back bend, in breath. Now from here, your palms come back to back, down, softening the hip flexors. This time we turn the palms up towards the sky, yeah. Raise the heels off the floor, pointing the fingers out to the side, stretching up. Then back in, palms towards each other, turn the palms down, soften the hip flexors, down, back down to dantian. In breath coming up, on the balls of the feet. Out breath coming back down to the dantian. In breath, stretching up, out to the side, not back, yeah, just to the side, your fingers pointing out, yeah, back in, out breath, in, stretch up, and out breath, back down to dantian as you relax. In breath, stretch, open all the joints. Open the ball of the foot, turn in, relax, exhale. In, and exhale. Coming down, hands to the side. Now we're going to some standing posture. We'll step forward with your left foot. Yeah, small step, but a little bit wider, so your left heel is in line with your right toe. This time your left hand folds in towards your center of the chest here with the fist, away from the body. So do it sideways on. Your right hand goes out to the side. Your sight looks at the right hand. While you're in this posture, we'll concentrate on your breathing in and exhale. So we do 3 breaths in the posture. Looking at your right fist out to the right hand side, your left hand by your left shoulder, by your lung 1 point here. Relaxing your stance. We change the stance over, bring your left foot back, step out with your right, slightly wider, and your left hand is coming out to your left side, your right hand out here, your nice elbow. So this is like the 8 brigades drawing the bow. Yeah? So instead of the hand shape here, it's the fist shape, and your stance different. So again, 3 breaths in and out, concentrating on the middle dantian and the dantian. Then we change to marble. Okay, so your feet slightly wider than hip width apart, softening the hip flexors here down. So you don't need to go too low because we'll be staying in this posture for quite a while. Yeah, so just relax the hip flexors here. So straighten the leg, relax. This time, my left hand comes up, like blocking upwards and out from the body. My right fist is in front of my right shoulder, facing forward. Again, we will concentrate on the breathing, in breath and out breath. So in breath up to the middle dantian, out breath down to the lower dantian. Then you change over, right hand blocks up, left hand comes out like a fist, again, away from the body. So relaxing your hip flexors here, so relax. Your body posture is still in good alignment, your baywee pointing to the ceiling. Your hands come back to the side and down. From here, your right hand goes up first, quickly, and then relax, slowly down. So sharp inhalation in, and then relax, out breath, raising, lowering slowly. In. In, out, relax, out breath. In, out. Relax. In, out. Change to the other hand. In, sharp intake of breath, then relax slowly out, down. You feel energy sinking down, in, raising up, and then lowering, out breath, down to here, maybe down the legs and into the feet, down, in, out. In, out. In, out. Next one, hands come together, form a fist to the center by the dantian. We're going to lift, in breath, lift. Open to the side, out breath, down. Work with the breath. Inhalation, lift, in breath, open. You'll feel your chest open, expanding. Out breath, down. Follow the chi down through the body. In breath, open, out breath, down. In breath, out breath, in breath, out breath, in breath, out breath. Last one, in breath, lift, open, palms, lagom pushing down, change. Now this one, just take, either option, we can stay here if you want. We'll, hands come up, we'll push up to the sky, open like a funnel. You can drop down if you want, and then you're going to take 3 breaths. So stay where you are, or drop down and take 3 breaths, concentrating on your inhalation, exhalation. You can go further down if you want to. Up. Relax down, out breath. Bring your feet width apart again. Relaxing. This time we're going to turn to the left. You shift your weight to the right, onto the left heel. Your left hand comes up to your right shoulder, going bending over sideways. Your right hand comes over, press. So in breath, changing over the other side. Out breath, extend, side bend. Not this bend, side bend, or heel, turning toe up. In breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. In breath, down. From here, now we're going to do like a windmill, like a back crawl in swimming, So back circling of the arms, coinciding with the breath. In breath, out breath. So I've got a spinal twist. Don't over rotate the hips, So 1, in breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. In, out. Then going forward, same principle, in breath, half the circle, out breath. Yeah? This is like a front crawl in the swimming, palms in front, out breath. In breath, out breath, in breath, out breath, in breath, out breath. Relax. Yeah? Hands on the hip. You can either step forward or I'm just stepping back with my right foot coming back. So my left foot forward, knee, yeah, forward. Yeah. So here, yeah, just take care, do what you can. You keep your body and posture back straight, yeah. So you're going to shift your weight to your left, raise the right leg, 1. Keep your weight on your front leg, 2, yeah. So don't bend the body, yeah. So you keep the back head straight, yeah. So lift it up, 1, 2. So whatever height you can do is fine. Even if it's down here, is fine. Yeah? So whatever height it is, you control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Change leg. Weight to your right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Feet back to shoulder width apart, hands down by the side. So this time we'll work with the head. So take an in breath, out breath, your chin down towards your chest. In breath, up, out breath, back bend. Again, be safe here with the practice. Just do what you can, slowly, but coordinating with the breathing. So in breath first, out breath, bending. Feel the stretch of the back of the neck. In breath, up, chin up towards the ceiling. In breath, out, chin forward. Into the middle, out to the back. Into the middle, this time to your left shoulder, your ear going down to the left shoulder. In breath coming up, out breath going to the right shoulder. In breath, up, out breath. In, coming up, out breath. In breath, out breath. In breath. Now we're going to do a neck roll, so be careful with this one, just work in your own capacity and capability. So not too much, yeah, but work, very important, you work with the breath. So follow with the breath, in breath, chin down, out breath. In breath, back, half a circle, out breath, the rest of the circle coming back, so your chin down. And you go the opposite way, in breath, half a circle, out breath, completing the circle. And go right, in breath, half a circle, out breath, the other circle. In breath, out breath. In reverse, in breath, out breath. And you put your hands left over right or right over left, doesn't matter, but you put your Laogun point over the Dantian. This time we're going to take a little walk, so you've got a little circle. So imagine on your floor, I'm standing at 6 o'clock. 2 strides in front is 12 o'clock. To my left is 9 o'clock. To my right is 3 o'clock. So from here, we're going to do a walk in a circle. Yeah. So in this one, we're just going to do 8. If you've got more room, you could do a stepping of 16. Yeah. So it's either 4, 8, 16 or bigger. So it depends how big an area you've got to work with. Yeah. So here, your mind focus on your Dantian first. Soften your hip flexors. So we're going to walk in a circle. Turn my right foot out slightly. Bring my left foot in. stepping forward, looking towards my 9 o'clock. Out breath. In breath, bring my right foot in, step out with my right foot, step forward with my left, out breath. Going round towards 12 o'clock, in breath, shift my weight, and out breath, turning towards 12 o'clock. Now my right foot goes towards 9 o'clock, in breath, out breath. In, out. Shift your weight, in, out. In, out. Shift your weight, in, turning back to the front, out. So holding the hands over the dantian, relax here. Now you can close your eyes here and just focus on your in breath and out breath, but fixating on the dantian point, the lower dantian. And relax, hands to the side. Bring your left foot in and salute, yeah? Okay, so that's a full routine. There's 21 movements in total. So don't ask you to remember them all. You can learn them and develop them later. So I'd like to thank especially Dr. Jing for explaining the theory around this practice, yeah? And also thank Faye and Terry for inviting me along to give this presentation to you. I hope you've enjoyed the practice, and I think I'll be available later for questions and answers. Yep, okay. Terry and Faye.
Thank you very much, Pete. And that was very interesting. First time I saw that. There's a lot of different movements, both dynamic and also interesting, and some soft ones there. It's very good. Thank you for sharing the movements with us. Oh, I haven't turned the camera on. Okay, now I can, yeah. Okay, that's great. Thank you very much, Pete.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah, super. The next one, I hope everybody enjoyed that taste of, energizing exercise. The next one, we have again, a good friend of mine. I'm very pleased to introduce Fei Xia. She is the head of Confucius Center College at the University of Central Lancashire. So she has been again a member of the BHQA and also been taken part in the competition at the recent video competition. So another very dedicated and talented instructor from BHQA. Now let me just try to bring her into our panel. Just bear with me. I need to find Fei Xia first. Okay, where's Fei Xia? Right. Oh yes, I can find her now. All right, I have unmuted. Yeah, Fei Xia. Yes, I have unmuted you.
Great.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Faye. And does anybody want a break before we start? Or are you happy to just go straight into it?
I think because people are in their own comfort at home. Yes, there you are. And maybe everybody can just take your break. Yeah. Okay, let me just pin your video up to a spotlight. Okay, how would I do that? Why doesn't it? Oh, okay, now it is. Yeah, spotlight for everyone. Okay, now you are the main screen for everyone.
So thank you very much, Faye and Terry, for inviting me to today's festival. I feel really honored to have this opportunity to talk about the spinal balancing or spinal conditioning exercise, which I really enjoy. I think what I'll do, I've done a little small PowerPoint. I'll just share screen, and by all means, sit down, make yourself comfortable. If I can find where I am. Okay, I think it's this one.
Faye, have you pinned? Have you done the spotlight? That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. And like I said, today's talk will be about the spinal conditioning exercise. This whole set is created by Professor Yang. He's from Beijing Sports University. The name slightly used to be called 脊椎调理术 spine conditioning exercise, but later his most recent publication in the textbook is called 脊椎平衡导引术. So it's called 导引 to go with the health Qigong tradition, and then 平衡 is about balancing. Like me when I'm okay. Yeah. Professor Yang is works from the Sports and Health Preservation Department at the University of Sports in Beijing, and this set is an outcome of many years of research, and it has been used very widely as an exercise prescription. And in China, there is this big drive to combine exercise with for spinal conditioning. And the book has got both text and DVD translation is happening in the process. Well, we all know how important a healthy spine is, and particularly for this group. We've all done many health Qigong and Tai Chi. We all appreciate the importance of having a strong and flexible spine. When we're talking about flexibility, the problem with our spine, and the problem with our spine is caused by poor posturing, or because we have to sit still in front of the desk for hours. And it's always very good to get up and do some exercise and move about to have that flexibility. But then how does this set of exercise work? The principle is three things. The belief is the spine is in a constant of a dynamic balance. We want to achieve dynamic balance because the moment we move, then it is not balanced. Otherwise, we won't be able to do a lot of the things that we do. So it's forever trying to reach the dynamic balance. And when we have problems, it's because there is tension. There are knots in certain part of the spine. Could be the smaller muscles, could be the slightly bigger muscles. What we want to do is to relax those muscles, or the other word is by loosening those muscles. And then we'll stimulate those muscles. And after the exercise, or hopefully in the process, we restored the misalignment and put it back into the correct alignment, or restore its correct position. And that's what we want. Okay, and in this set, there are 9 movements, because it's sort of like it's still being refined. So sometimes, depending on which location that Professor Yang is giving the talks or the lessons, sometimes it's 8 moves, sometimes it's called 9 moves. But it doesn't really matter. The thing is, all the movements target different parts of the spine. And when we're talking about precision stretching and different moves, which we're going to demonstrate, and you'll be able to feel by doing different things, you are actually stimulating different part of the vertebrates and the muscles around it. So just very quickly run through the 9 moves. There are 3 moves that target on the cervical spine. One of them, the first one, is by stretching the neck. As 镜像正立 in Chinese, we see our neck. We've got 2 names for the front, one for the front of the neck, one for the back of the neck. So it's sort of like both front and back of the neck, trying to have opposing force and stretching. And then the other one is you turn your head, but when you're turning the head, you also raise the arms but when just turning the head is easy, just raising the arm is easy, but to do the 2 things simultaneously, that's harder. And also, depending on whether you are turning the head with the head or eyes looking level, or when the eyes are looking down, you actually activate different part of the vertebrae. And then there is another move, is to rotate C1 and particularly C1 and C2. So they're at the very, very top of our spine. So you rotate the atlas axis. And we actually have a very similar movement in Jing when we have the 九鬼拔马刀, and very, very similar to that. Okay. The next one is the movements focusing on the thoracic spine. So there are movements that we push the chest out and bring shoulder back. So you stimulate the thoracic spine in a different way. And then others, you are rotating, but you only rotate in very subtle movements. You will stretch by putting your hands or shoulders to one side. And the other one, the third one, is a sideways stretch in a horse stand. And we need to remind ourselves it's the stretch and not the rotation. Okay. And then there are 3 more moves that are targeted on the lumbar spine. And the lumbar spine, we have to do one of the moves. You swing the arms while you're looking back in the horse stand. And then when we do the practice, you'll be able to feel the different parts it's stretching. And the other one is you lift your knees while you are stretching. And finally is to swing the hips and push tailbones up. Again, this is very similar to the Yi Jing Jing's last move. Okay, so this is just a very quick talk. So we know that some of the movement you'll soon find they're very similar to some of the movement that you've been practicing. But I would say it's also different because in this set, the focus is very much on the spine. And we have to move our arms and legs, but those are sort of secondary. The reason we move the arms and move the legs and head is to help us to target particular part of the spine we want to exercise. So again, the principle is loosening any tightened muscles and stimulate or activate those parts, and then hopefully we realign the muscles and the disc in the vertebrae in the right place. Okay, And I think I should stop sharing. How do I stop sharing it? Does anybody know? Oh, pause share, yes. Huh?
Like, I like, you like, he likes.
Do you want me to stop sharing for you?
Yes, please. I have. I think I have paused the share, but I can't see myself now. I don't know. It says wait for the program to respond.
Okay. I have.
Have I frozen?
Yes, you did freeze for a couple of times. Maybe it was your.
She's frozen as well.
Is it okay now? Is it moving now?
No.
Okay. It says close the program. So shall I close it and then come back in?
Okay, you may. I don't know what that will do. I don't know what that will do. You can try. Okay, thank you for your patience, everyone. I think it was Fei Xia's own Wi-Fi, not too steady. So we keep having the sounds. It feels like stopping, a freeze for a bit, and then come back. Are you back, Fei Xia? Are you back? Okay. I think she's logged out and she will be returning. 你们知道我是在说话呢？你们知道我是在？老公，你知道我是在这说话呢吗？Okay, thanks for the patience, and now I'm going to invite Fei Xia back and unmute her. Thank you. Fei Xia.
Yep, I'm back now.
All right, welcome back. Excellent.
Great, thank you. So let's have a try of. I think the first one I don't really need to. Oops. Perhaps I should pin myself. Okay. Okay. So let's just do the first one. We'll have so feet together. When you're ready, take a left step, and then we start by sort of holding our fists by the side, and then hand movement. At this point, doesn't really matter that much. You could just have the hands on your waist. So the first one is 镜向正逆. So we turn our necks. So you take a deep breath in and turn left, just straight to the left side. And then at this point, the difference between this set and the others, it wants you to push your head forward. So imagine there is a book here. You're trying to get your nose close to the book. Okay, and then ease off, come back. And turn to your right. And then push your nose forward. Feel the stretch on your neck. And then ease off. Come back. You do it another time. Breathe in. Push. And then come back. Eyes look back to the front. Breathe in. Turn to your right. Push your nose forward. And then come back. So this is left and right rotation. The other one is now. So tuck your chin in and push your head down and try to imagine there is something pushing your top of your head down. So the back of your head, try to push down and then come back. One more time. Okay, lean forward. Head down. Push down, try to get your nose to the floor. Feel the strong pull at the back of your neck. Release and come back. From here, push your chin up, look up. Really push your chin up. Relax and come back. Another time, look up. Really push your chin up. And come back. So this is the exercise on the neck to start with. And this, in terms of the vertebrae, is exercising on C5, C6, and C7. So you'll be able to feel it's from 大椎穴 and upwards, the big 大椎 coming back. So 5, 6, 7 is those three discs we are working on. The next one is to raise one arm while turning your head. Okay, in here, take a left step. So you can hold both fists by your side, by your waist. Okay. So breathe in and slowly raise your hand. By the time your hand, what we are doing is you come up with the hands like that. As the hand comes up, you rotate so that eventually when you reach the final position, your palm is facing away from you. So it starts. Okay. Here, let's do it. Okay, so breathe in, raise hands. When the hands comes to shoulder height, turn. Oh, sorry, I should do it mirror image. Okay, so come up. And when the hand comes to your shoulder position, then turn your head. And slowly come back. Turn the palms, make a fist, and come back. Okay, breathe in, raise your left palms. When palms comes up to above your shoulder, then slowly turn the arms as you turn your head. And slowly rotate your palms back, eyes looking forward, and come back. One more time, breathe in, turn as the hands come up. Really push your finger up. You feel the stretch, relax, and come back down. Okay, we do this 3 times. Breathe in, turn, rotate your palm out, and now push your finger up to the ceiling. And slowly breathe out, rotate, and bring your fist down. Last time, breathe in, start turning the head while you turn your palms out. Stretch fingertip to ceiling. Slowly breathe out, rotate the hands and bring the fist down. So this is part of the raising the hand while you're turning. And then next one, the starting point is lower your head, looking down. So you feel the stretch at the back of your neck. Okay, breathe in, raise your hands. As the hand comes above your shoulder, then start turning your head. Okay, so your eyes are looking on the floor to your left. Again, fingers pointing, stretching out, pointing to the ceilings. Breathe out and coming back. Keeping the head lowered. And then looking up. Okay, feel this again. Lower the head. As your right hand comes up, slowly turn your head. Look to your right. Feel the stretch of your neck. It's a different place. Slowly come back out. Eyes looking forward. Lower your head. Raise your hand. Turn your head. Stretch up. Slowly turn and coming back down. Eyes looking to the front. Lower your head, eyes looking at the floor. Slowly raise your hand while turning your head. Rotate back, come back. Last time. Eyes looking forward first, and then eyes looking back. Turn. And come back. So I don't know whether you feel the difference when you are rotating your head, eyes looking sort of level, you are focusing, you're exercising LC, L4, L5. But then when your head is lowered and then you turn, the bit you are activating is L6 and L7. So that's why Professor Yang calls his book, or he said it's called precision stretching. It's designed in such a way that depending on where the problem is and where you want to activate, then you do different moves. Because sometimes when we turn our head or everything, we are not really that precise about what we are doing, which bit of the spine we want to be exercising. Okay, next one. Now all this is C3 to C7, the cervical spine, the disc 6 to 7. But what 3 to 7? Well, what about 1 and 2? 1 and 2 is at the top. And when we are doing at the top, we rotate the head in a different way. So with this one, first of all, okay, you breathe in, raise your hands, and then one hand, left hand above your head, right hand underneath on your Mingmen. Okay, so this hand, you just by the cupping your ears. Okay, so first of all you do is you lean to your left. So you're leaning to the left first, and then look up on your right elbow. So what we are doing is, rather than looking up straight like that, we lean it first and then look up. Okay, so we are exercising C1 and C2. Okay, so ease out. Do it again. Change different positions. And in here, try to bring your left ear onto the left shoulder. Okay, you're doing a side bend. And then tilt your chin up and your eyes look up, trying to look at the tip of your your right elbow. And then slowly ease off. Do it again. Rise. Lower hand on your Mingmen, right hand cupping your ear. Okay, so first bring your right ear to the right shoulder, just sideways bend, and then look up. So push your chin up, eyes, try to look for your left elbow. Slowly ease off. Okay, let's do the other side. Okay, from here, bring the ear to the shoulder, just sideways bend, and then look up. Slowly ease off. When you're looking up the elbow. Okay, so I don't know, do you feel that, can you tell the difference by doing the different moves? You are exercising the 7 vertebrae of the cervical spine. It's all very different. Okay, next one, we'll do the thoracic spine. And in the thoracic spine part, there are also 3 moves. The 3 moves there, again, these 3 moves are actually quite subtle changes. I'll demonstrate. So From here, you breathe in, open. No, sorry, I've done it the wrong way around. So breathe in, open, rise, and then place your fingers at the back. Place your fingers at the back. And that, so you soften the knees and you stand up. As you stand up, you push both hands back and down. So both hands lace finger. You are pushing the hands backwards and downwards. What you are doing by doing this, you are pushing the chest up. At the same time, you are closing the shoulder blades. Okay. And soften out. Again, stand up and bring hands down, push chest up, shoulder blades closed. Soften up. Bend your knees slightly, release the hands, and now do it again. Bring the hands downwards and backwards and push your chest upwards to the front and soften the knees. Come on, and release. Bring your left foot back. And from here, breathe in, open. Hands come to your back. Lace the fingers, soften the knees. Stand up, bring hands backwards and downwards. Bring the shoulder blades together, chest to the front. Chest pushed out. Release and soften the knees. Again, hands down and back, chest forward. One last time. Release, push down. And soften up. So this is exercising the thoracic spines rather than bending it forwards or backwards. This is rounding it. Okay, so it's one movement on that. This is exercising on the thoracic vertebrae 1 to 6. The next move is also very small, very subtle movement. You start by keeping the feet together. Keeping the feet together, fixing the hips. And then what you do is you turn, so you turn your left shoulder to the front, right shoulder to the back. Your head is fixing to the front. And then come back. Breathe in, turn. Breathe out, come back. Now it's very, very subtle movement. I'll get a little bit closer. It wants you to have the feet together, hip together, facing the front, while the head is fixed. So imagine all this part, you can't move. So the only bit you could move is here in the torso. And by leaning, sort of turning to the left, bringing, and then turning to the right, what you are doing, you are only allowing the thoracic spines to move. Okay, so let's do it again. So feet together, maybe sideways is better. Okay. Have feet together, hip facing forward, eyes facing forward, the head doesn't move. When you're ready, so bring your left shoulder to the front, bring your right shoulder to the back. So hands can support you, palms going out. Relax and come back. Breathe in, stretch, so turn. Remember, keeping your hip still, your head still. Again, turn. Come back. turn, come back. One last time, breathe in, turn. So turn your left shoulder to the front, left hand coming to the front, right hand to the back. One last time, right hand and right shoulder to the front, left shoulder, left hand to the back. Okay. The movement looks very small, but actually I feel the stretch is actually quite strong for me. So this is left turn and right turn. The vertebrae it's working at is T6 to T12. So the lower part of the thoracic spine when you are turning, so mainly on that part. Next one is 弓步侧拉 is you take a bow step, a horse step, horse stand, and then you pull sideways. Okay. So from here, you take a left step. When you take a left step, you out first, and then you float your right hand up. Okay. And in this way, so step and heel. By having the horse stand, you again is to fix the legs and fix the hips. And the right hand is facing the ceiling, left hand is coming down. Okay, and then when you start, breathe in and start moving, is your left hand and left shoulder being pulled back. And slowly release. Did you feel that? So in here, what we are doing is we are not allowing the body, we are not rotating it. What we are doing is only one side of us. Okay, so the hip and everything is fixed. And then the back hand as it is being pulled. So you are one by one opening up, okay, by the side, and then come back. So this is what we are doing. Let's practice it a few times. So first of all, feet together. When you're ready, take a left step, a horse stand, and then float your right palm up to the front. Okay, make sure your hip is fixed. Okay, from here, your right hand is fixed in this position. Don't allow it to move. Your left hand goes back. Okay, so you are pulling one side of you and then coming back. From here, take a right step or stand up, float your left hand up. Fix the right hand and hip fixed. Okay, now start pulling your left hand back. No, your right hand back. Okay, push your right hand back. And then coming back. Okay, we repeat. Sideways stretch. Okay. Take a right step and float your left hand up. Eyes looking at your front hand. The back hand starts pushing, being pulled all the way out. Feel the stretch on your right side of the body and slowly come back. We do it 3 times. Left leg out again. Back hand being pulled, front hand fixed. And letting go. Last time, a right step, pause, stand, float your left hand up, fix the front hand, back hand started pulling, stretching, relax, and coming back. So this is the 弓步侧拉, fix the hip, and then just as long as you remember, it's not a rotation, it's just one side of you being stretched. Okay, the next one, the next 3 moves is working on the lumbar spine. 弓步轮臂. Okay, so we start from here. When you're ready, take a right step. Take a left step. Okay. And then slowly float both hands up, holding a fist. Okay. Arms opening out. Then turn to your left into a horse stand. And then your hands are opening. Okay, so left leg to the front, right hand to the front. And then from here, at this point, both hands are more or less level position. And then what you do is change the hands into palms and then turn your head to look at the back hand while your body leaning slightly forward. Did you feel the stretch? If you try to reach both hands, make your hands very, very long, your body leaning forward while your eyes and your head turning, looking at the back hand, and then slowly ease off. Coming back down. Okay, take a right step. Float both hands up to level point, holding fists. Now turn. As you turn to your right, so windmill your hands. Turn hands into palms. Body leaning slightly forward, eyes looking at the back hand. Feel the stretch of the whole spine. And slowly come back out. Okay, repeat. The left step, float your arms, fist out, then turn. Body leaning forward, eyes looking at the back hand. Feel the stretch. And slowly come back. Okay. Last time. Oh no, I think we've done enough times. And slowly come back out. Okay, so this one is mainly working at the lumbar spine 3 and 4. Last one is 摆臂吊尾. Let's look at these first. Have I missed out something? Okay, so the last one, take a left step, shoulder width. From here, breathe in, open, breathe out, lower both hands, and squat down slightly. And you have the hands, the palms, one on top of another. Okay. So from here, your arms go to your left, while hip goes to the right, eyes looking to the right. So what you are doing is you are having a sort of like almost like an S shape to your spine. Hands and hip going to the opposite direction. Hold the stretch, release, and come back. And then do the other side. Release, come back. Okay, bring your left foot in. And then take your right foot. Come up. Okay. Soften the knees, sitting down. Push your elbows to your right, hip to your left, eyes looking to your left. Come on back. This reminds me of our Ma Wang Dui that has got this move. Okay, come back down. Okay, take a step. It does not really matter which hand is at the top, which hand is at the back. Okay, so your hips go to one side and elbows go to the other. Hold the stretch. Breathe out, come back. Breathe in, go to the other side. Again. And come back. Last time. And come back. So from here, lace the fingers and push down. Okay, try to keep your head up. Your eyes looking forward if you can. And then from here, so bring the feet a bit closer. Okay, soften the knees so you can bend down a bit. And then push up your tailbone up, push your hand palms down. Feel the stretch so your tailbone is up. Soften the knees, relax, and then push up again. Keeping the palms on the floor if you can. Then soften, relax, and one more time. Tailbone up. And relax. Soften the knees and come back. And the usual 引气归元. Open, breathe in, raise both hands. Breathe out. Slowly bring your energy back. Put together. And that's it. So this is the whole set of the movement. Any questions? Have we lost? I don't know whether you are able to unmute yourself.
Hi, yeah, we are here. Please, yeah. Have you finished the session? Oh, okay.
Yes, I finished the demonstration. Just wanted to know if anybody's got any questions.
Okay, yeah, that was very interesting. Anyone have any questions? I will thank you for sharing. I will allow people to unmute themselves. Is that okay? So they can make any comments or ask questions. Just one moment. I will now allow you everyone to, yep. Okay, so feel free to unmute yourself. If you have a question, in order to, so for everybody have a chance to, can you let us know, put your hand up. So
Not hand up, just call your name.
Oh, all right. Well,
your
your name. Okay. If you have any questions for Fei Xia. Anyone?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Is that Mikey?
Yes, Mike. I have a question. The second lumbar spine exercise. It says stretch forward by lifting knee. I didn't see a lifted knee, so I wonder what
I think I've missed out that one. Yeah, you're
right.
right.
Can you do that then?
I thought I've lost something. Thank you. Here, it's sort of like you raise the hands first, and then you bring both hands down to the side. So, sorry, totally my fault. So you breathe in, raise both hands, and then as the hands come down, the legs of the same side, you bring up the knee. So if I look at the front, I'll do it at the front, is the knee sideways lifts, and then the arms go to the side. And in this way, you feel the stretch on the lower spine really, or I feel it all the way up to the tailbone almost. And then you slowly come back. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
So float up. Bring the knee, if it's your right knee, then point it to the left. Hands go to your right, eyes looking to the right. So so the knee goes to one direction, hands go to the other direction, and then come back. When you come back, you have the knee, the same leg that you've lifted up, bring it back to the back, and then lean forward. So the whole body is like that. You are then elongating the whole stretch, and then come back. Hands go to one side, knee go to the other side. Really feel the stretch, and then bring the head back. So it's again another horse walking stand. Sorry, not horse stand, walking stand. Okay, hands go to the front, and then lean forward, but keeping the back heel down, and then slowly coming back. Very careful.
Good question, Mike. Yeah, good question. Okay. Good. If no one else have any questions, perhaps we could do a family photo with everybody in our switch on your camera, and we do a happy face, happy family photo.
Hey, I've got a question.
Oh, okay. All right. Helena. Is that Helena?
No, Ruby.
No, someone else.
Ruby.
Ruby. Okay. Yeah, Ruby.
Hi, thank you, Faisa. I just want to know, so what sort of spinal condition would you recommend these sort of exercise?
I think when we were on our training course, we were just told a lot of the problems, even a lot of the internal disease is to do with the spine. And by exercise, by opening up, obviously it helps the spine, but it also massages the internal organs as well.
Okay, so it's not specific spinal, orthopedic conditions or that sort of thing.
Yeah, not if you have sort of really some sort of changes in the spine itself. I see it as the exercising the muscles, the tendons, and I see the point is to help us to realign the spine in its correct position, in the to achieve a dynamic balance. If there are problems specific with the spine itself, that's more internal things, then I don't think stretching is going to help it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's great. Can I invite everybody to switch on your camera? Okay, I can see a few hasn't switched on. If you don't want to be in the picture, that's fine. If you don't mind being part of the picture, then I would invite you to switch on your camera. A few people, Patricia, Sue, are you happy? Or Martin, are you happy to?
Fred and Fred.
Yeah. All right. Oh, Sam. There's Sam. Hi, Sam. Great. Lovely. 好，经验. Oh, so the people from China and from Hong Kong are all joining us. That's great. International gathering. Right, let's do it. Okay, shall we do our hearts? Okay, can you see? Oh, hang on a minute. How do I get out of how do we close?
Who's that?
I don't know. We need to get to the no.
I almost gone blank.
Yeah. How do we go? Okay.
Gallery.
Gallery. Yeah. Okay. No. Why is the gallery like this? We need to stop the gallery view from here.
Share your screen. Someone's sharing a screen.
Oh, is it?
Oh, okay. All right. Stop sharing. Okay. I don't think we shared a screen, have we?
No, somebody else has done it.
Oh, okay. Stop sharing. Okay.
That's it, yeah.
All right.
Oh,
yes.
okay, yeah.
Now we'll get there in the end. Okay.
Okay, ready?
So we do a heart.
I'll put it like this.
Okay.
Otherwise, I can't do the screenshot. Everybody ready?
Yeah. So do a heart. And
You do a heart.
That's it.
Okay, give me 1 second. Hang on a second, yeah. Just let me find. Sorry. Ah. Okay.
Copy and paste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 second.
Okay, that's one done.
That's one done.
Page.
Second one.
The second page. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, good.
Okay, shall we do a thumbs up?
Thumbs up, everybody.
Yeah. Do a thumbs up. First, page 1.
Ready? Just give me.
Yeah. Great. And then do the second page with a thumbs up.
Keep your thumbs up, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, right.
That's great.
Okay, let's do that once more, yeah? Everybody look. They're here. Okay, 1 second, yeah?
Yeah. Happy face.
Happy face. Just one more, just hold on, everybody.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Hopefully everything's okay. Good.
Yeah. So we'll post this into the WhatsApp group as well as the WeChat group. We have a Chinese group and English group. So I hope you have enjoyed today's gathering. It's as far as I'm concerned, I think it's it's a really good, interesting, balanced program, and everything is from theories to a lot of practice, and from solo practice to singles for dual practice. So there's lots of things to digest, and information has been food for thought, and information has been shared. Thank you so much for workshop workshop presenters, Master Tari and Dr. Xing Mei. And yes, big thank you for everybody. And Pete Hornby, we should really say Sifu, because he's been teaching many years too. And of course, Yu Feixia 老师, teacher Yu, who's taken time to share her learnings and experience. So thank you so much also for you behind the screen participating in our online festival. Without your participating, the program would not be as successful as we would have liked. So do subscribe and do stay in touch, and we'll see you next time. Okay?
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks very much.